Hello, and welcome back to Onshore Studios. And in this video, what I'll be designing is actually a negative space S logo. So what you have to do is first, obviously, is go to the text tool, just type out an X to begin with, an S to begin with. So about this, we just really want to type any ordinary S like this. Then we want to change the font to any font really, but we're just going to just scrolling down. We're going to pick font. Needs to be quite a thick font. Um, like month seems to be thick enough. So now just zoom in and duplicate it. And then we're just going to create the outline so it's now a shape. Now with the shape, what I want you to do is I want you to go over to Google and I'm going to show you and get any silhouette of a hand. And now with regards with this hand, it has the extra thing here which we don't actually want, but that's never no smart about that because once you go to image trace and preview and then come over to properties, expand and unroot, you don't have to have it anymore. We can just delete it and the background and we're just gonna have the hand. So now just make the hand a lot smaller. Zoom in and select on our S. What we're going to do with our S to fill in the extra space, first we're just going to duplicate it. I know we duplicated already, but we just created it out, so we just duplicate it again. We're just going to come over to the pen tool over here and just fill in where it is, where it's an S. And never mind about that space there, we actually kind of want that space for this idea, which I'm going to be implying right now. We also wouldn't mind keeping this space, this whole space. So let's just, we could just move this down to a different spot around there. Okay, so now with this all done, with we don't actually have to duplicate it again. This is something habit that I do all the time, where I just duplicate everything all the time. And now we're just going to flip it and put it here, turn it a bit. First, let's just change it to the color of the background so we can get a clear view on how it would look when it's actually broken out. Push it down. We're just going to push it into there and there. Okay, so now this pretty much looks like an S, and no, it doesn't look like an S. It also is an S. You okay? Now you can just push it off to the side. Now, if you just duplicate it a second time, because right now it only has one hand, and we want to see how it would look if it had also had a hand at the top. Just scroll down. Um, and you just right click and never mind about the right click. All we're gonna need to do is just copy and paste our hand, click Control C and Control F and then flip it using this over here. We can just flip it to look like this and drag it up here. And now only problem with dragging it up here is that remember we haven't filled in this space. So all we're gonna need to do quickly is just fill in this space. It shouldn't take long, just use the pen tool and just make nice quick fill. Remember, you don't want to fill in the exact whole space like this piece because we need that piece. And we're just gonna drag this on. Control Z. Okay.
Break it down so it's not grabbing the hand, nigga.
And then we're just going to flip it so it's like this, and then we're gonna push it down. Uh, and we want to make sure it's in the same right. So we're just going to push that like this, and push this one. Click 1, 2, 3, and same with this 1, 2, 3. Now it's like this, and now we have just merged this. So it's one shape, merge as one, send it to the back. Now we have two options. We could either just use an S with one hand, or we could use this S over here with two hands, which are both almost alike. I mean, This one just has two hands and it's coming down like it's trying to grab this hand to support for anything really. But the last thing you want to do is just duplicate this in case anything. The last thing you want to do is you have to break the holes out so it actually becomes one shape. Okay, and we're just going to do the same with this one as well. The reason why I'm duplicating everything is just in case I ever need to go back to it. Like say I needed to move his hand like this, then I could just come back to it, move his hand, and then redo it again. But never mind, we have our two S's. Just group these over somewhere else. Just take them over to there, take this over to there. We don't actually need these, so we're just gonna delete those. And now there's a few things this S can stand for, which really make it stand for something like savior. So let's just focus on Control Z to when we have our editable piece of text. No, just delete it again. Okay, now delete this. And with this, what we're going to write is, and we're just going to write a nice save. So save here like that, and so what those an action. So put neither. Now that we have our savior, we're going to make it smaller. And there's actually a few ways we could do this. We could just put this on top of it, or we could actually replace this S with it. So let's try that one first. Just going to create this into an outline so it's shape. Duplicate this and drag it down and just make it smaller till it fits. Okay, once it's in proportion, what we're going to do is we're going to select on the whole text or proper text, ungroup it so they can all individually be selected. Then what we do is we're just going to align this into the center of it so it can look like it rather than a different thing. We're going to delete that, and now we have our savior. Now, there's another way we could do it where these won't actually be capped. You could just make it a delete these and then replace the S again. Uh, just make it smaller. Okay, and do the same. Just going to ungroup, really make this a little bigger, and then align it into the center like that. And then we're going to delete this one. Now it's like this. Now, of course, you can pick which one you like best. You can also pick which hand you would use, like which one of these you would like. But just group them, or both of them, and you would have two options. But technology, you have four options because you can also use this option instead of this one. Okay, so we would have this one where it's both hands and it's capped, this one where it's both hands and it's not capped, and then one hand, and we'll just have the final finished product will just be the icon, which is just one. Obviously, you can use the one hand one if you prefer the one hand one, but I prefer the two hand ones. I use two and one. What this is, it's an S negative space logo. Logos like this are called negative space logos. Want to find out more about logos, keep and hold wait on for our actual logo course, which will be coming out in a short while. So just subscribe to the channel and stay put till you'll find out when that comes out and you can purchase it and learn more about logos. So I'll see you somewhere else. So, yep, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment section below if you have anything to say. And